Ladies and gents, boys and girls, happy Tuesday, the first day of February the 1st, 2022. Appreciate you all tuning in. Hope you're doing well, and welcome to the Daily Crow. I'm your host, as always, Chris Phillips of the Spurs Up Show. Appreciate you all tuning in. I see Eric Reese, John, Brendan, Connor, Phil, Travie, Drew, Brian Dean. What's going on? Twan Love Kicks. Appreciate y'all, man. What's going on? Also for the Big Cock Club Discord. Head over to the TDC Questions channel, to be sure that your questions are answered there, folks. We are rocking and rolling here on a Tuesday. Content bleeding out of the mother freaking eyeballs, man. Appreciate it. It is game day also. South Carolina traveling to Starkville to take on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And yours truly, a.k.a. the hardest working man in showbiz, the hardest working man in Gamecock media is here. We got it all for you, man. Podcast, Daily Crow, basketball, baseball, articles, video graphics, out the wazoo, man. Got a lot to get into here on a Tuesday. Appreciate it, guys. Again, appreciate you all tuning in. I see you all filing in. 17 days, the first pitch. Yes, the baseball merch is so back. Baseball merch is so back. Baseball is so back. We've been out at Founders Park the last couple of days. We can talk about that. Again, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. I do want to hear from you guys. Before we get going, though, do you want to tell you about our friends here at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm, because the Daily Crow is brought to you by our friends at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Guys, they're young but experienced and aggressive attorneys. They're both former prosecutors who used to represent insurance companies but switching sides. They both worked at larger law firms where they represented hundreds of clients at a time. And guys, they both left to start their own law firm because they understand you're not a line item or a number. You're a real human being, and you should be treated as such. They're a small boutique law firm that treats their clients like family. Guys, they're going to know who you are and treat you like a client and not a number. They handle injury cases that arise from car accidents and work accidents. Guys, do not try to take on the insurance company yourself. Involved in any type of accident, no matter what it might be, the last thing that you should be dealing with and worrying about is paperwork, the insurance company. Let the experts over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm handle it for you. They use latest technology to make representation efficient yet effective. Again, guys, let them take care of everything for you. You don't even pay them unless they recover money for you. Rami's in Columbia, Curtis in Charleston. They handle cases statewide. They also offer virtual or in-person consultations at no charge. Guys, give them a call today in Columbia, 803-973-0304, or in their Somerville location, 843-388-3368. Of course, your one-stop shop, their website, dsinjurylaw.com. That is dsinjurylaw.com for more information. Again, guys, the friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Be sure to check them out and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. Okay, let's get into it. Game day. South going to take it on Mississippi State. We're talking baseball on the podcast today. Spencer Rattler's home. Just tweeted out a picture of his locker. Looks like he's actually going to be wearing number 7. We thought it was going to be number 4. Looks like it is going to be number 7. Again, we can talk about that much more. Guys, again, a lot to get into, man. A lot to get into. Content bleeding out the eyeballs. We've posted 5 times already this morning, and it's only noon. Let's see. Connor Lee says, GOAT. Dude, who cares? Tom Brady retired. Great. Fantastic. Good for you. Yeah, he is the GOAT. But whatever. I'm not going to shed a tear over it, my guy. Let's see. Brian Dean, Chris, you going to cover softball as well? Well, Brian, I'm only one man. Would love to add a softball contributor, but realistically, am I going to be covering softball? No, I'm not. In case you missed it, though, I did see softball was picked to finish 13th in the SEC. So, would love to add a softball contributor. That's something I'm certainly open to, but are we going to be talking softball on the podcast? I can't say that we will. Matt Navas says no time for GOAT talk. I mean, listen, Tom Brady's the GOAT. Tip the cap. He retired. Let's move on. Anyways, yeah, game day is a good day for sure. Phil, appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, Drew Easterday, Spencer Rattler's keeping number 7. A lot of stuff on the horizon, guys. Again, of course, today is game day, so we're locked in on that. We're in the present moment. We're focused on that. But plans for this weekend might be changing, and just stay tuned. I'm waiting to hear word. Obviously, the game this weekend, Saturday, 1 o'clock at CLA, and some of you may scoff and be upset, and that's totally fine. Whatever it is, what it is. It is what it is. But this weekend, Carolina Ale House reached out to me. We may be going on the road. This weekend to watch the Gamecocks take on Tennessee. So I don't know if it'll be Greenville. I don't know if it'll be Summerville. We're literally working on that today. They reached out to me late last night and this morning, said, hey, we want to get this thing fired up. And I guess the beauty of basketball, too, is that it's a different dynamic. Like with football, I think people expect you to be at the game. They expect me to be in the stadium. And it's like if I'm not in the stadium for a home game, it's like, what in the world? Like the one game I didn't go to was Troy, and a fair amount of people freaked out, which was whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I love going to the games. But with basketball, I feel like it's a little bit more – have a little bit more leeway in the sense of doing events and stuff like this for a home game specifically. Like people from Greenville are probably not going to travel to Columbia to watch the basketball game. So if we go to Greenville, Summerville, I will keep you guys updated. But we are getting those Carolina Ale House watch parties up and running again, maybe as soon as this weekend. Brian Dean says, Chris, what kind of team does Mississippi State have? I think they're a pretty solid team. They wrecked us last year. And again, last year with a completely different squad. But I think they're pretty solid. You saw Mississippi State this morning as a 9-point favorite in the game. Yours truly picked the Dogs to win by 10 points. So, spoiler, there it is. All of Gamecock Nation celebrates as you hear my prediction. But, as I said on the podcast, at times, yes, it's a big brain working for sure. But I don't want to get every pick wrong. So I am picking what I truly think is going to happen. And tonight, I think South Carolina is going to lose to Mississippi State. I do. I would love to continue to be wrong, too. I really would. But I got the Gamecocks falling 76-66 at Humphrey Coliseum. So, Brian Lattimore, where is Caleb Williams going? Did he announce something? Or are you just speculating like everybody else? No shot at you, but, I haven't seen anything. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, anyways, you let me know. Let's see. 843-790-3377, guys. That's 843-790-3377. Been a lot of movement in regards to Gamecock Nation as well. With the big news. Okay, Caleb Williams is a Trojan. Okay, now I see it. Yeah, I see it on Fox College Football. Love it. People saying, can we fast forward to the spring game? Abso-freaking-lutely not, my guy. Absolutely freaking not. You think people want to skip baseball, really? Come on, my guy. Football's not the only sport. My guy. Come on. Stick with me now. Stick with me till April 16th. Stick with me till kickoff now. It's not the only sport. P-Dog says it ain't baseball season until Daddy Frank says so. P-Dog's been, I don't know. I think Frank Martin's paying off P-Dog lately. I don't know what it is. Joe Anders, time for Kusnar to be put back in the starting lineup. I would say whatever you're doing right now, Joe, I'd say keep doing it because it's working. I tell you that. At least in the second half, it's working. I don't know about the first half, but the second half, I tend to think that the best starting five is with Kus out there. So.
CJ.
All right, let's jump to the phone lines. CJ, what's up, man? How are you?
What's going on, Chris? How are you, man?
I'm doing well, man. I want to say first things first. It was good to see you at Founders Park today. Hope you're doing well. What's going on?
Oh, man. Always. It's always great to see other Gamecock fellows there, too, as well. So, but first off, thank you for being a humble person because, most people, even when they come up to people, they're kind of shy. But, you treated everybody as always. Like you met them before and you appreciate everybody. So I appreciate that more than anything. But basically, my talk is on baseball. Even at the scrimmage, and it's just a scrimmage, just listening to basically, Kingston talk, Gamecock, basically on Gamecock, doing interviews and stuff like that. It seems like there was a lot of high hopes for our rotation. But, looking at the scrimmage, not sure if everybody was there or not, but I think our rotation is going to be on a bit of a struggle at the beginning. And I think the main part of my concern is the middle relief, having to find that carry, that break carry, and just trying to find, I guess, the hole that fits that middle part of our rotation. Josiah Styler, to me, was the best looking one as far as didn't really get a lot of innings last year, but really showed up, especially against a lot of good hitters. Didn't really walk much, but put the ball, let the defense do work a lot. And that was my take. But as far as everything else goes, it's just you hit on it yesterday, is we've got a lot of Chad Holbrook guys there in the rotation. And to me, I haven't really seen a lot of progress in those guys necessarily. And that's just my concern. Our backs look good. Defense looks good, depending on, where we go as far as that goes. But, I don't think we really talk about this guy much. And it's the guy that transferred from Vanderbilt, the center fielder that I saw, number 20.
Yeah, Hogan.
I'm looking for him. Yeah, I'm looking for Hogan to have a really, really unspoken year compared to what most people think that he would actually have, or for him to jump off the radar and just explode this year. But, that's just my take on it. Again, I'm a huge, huge, huge Gamecock fan, but I'm more along the lines of a huge baseball fan. So basically just getting your take on the rotation of what you think, as who is you think. We know who our midweek starters will be, which is pretty obvious, but our weekend will probably give me the struggle and give me a scarce to me more than anything. And thanks for taking my call, Chris. And again, I'll just listen to the show and listen to what you think on that tape. Thanks, man.
CJ, I appreciate the call, my man. Great to see you. Hope to see you again soon at Founders. Appreciate it, man. I think the weekend rotation is going to be pretty good. I think there's a chance it's better than last year. And listen, I was not at the Friday scrimmage, was not at the Friday inter-squad. This is why I posted the clip I posted on Saturday. Again, I was a little hungover. My flight got delayed, and I did not have time for any foolishness. Will Sanders and Julian Bosnick are going to be one of the best 1-2 punches in the SEC. Bottom line. Okay. I heard things about their velos and this. Dude, they didn't throw all fall, and that was the first inter-squad for them pitching, and it was freezing cold. So any concerns you may have, and this isn't just to CJ, this is everybody, any concerns you may have about Will Sanders and Julian Bosnick, after the first weekend, you won't have them anymore. When Will Sanders is out there pumping 95, 96 effortlessly, I don't think you will have many concerns anymore. When Julian Bosnick is pumping 94, 95 from the left side with a nasty deuce, I don't know that you'll have as much concerns. Now, who's going to be the Sunday guy? I watched James Hicks on Sunday afternoon. Again, you're not drawing conclusions. See, this is what you have to understand about scrimmages and inter-squads too, guys. Like, the way they're calling pitches is different. Your own teammates know you better than anybody else. Like, if one side dominates the other, it's just like the football spring game, right? Like, if the offense dominates, you say, oh, my God, is the defense terrible? If the defense dominates, well, you say, oh, my God, the offense is terrible. So that's why you can't draw these conclusions. But, James Hicks got hit around a little bit. I didn't think control was an issue for him at all. I thought he was honestly just too middle of the plate. Again, first inter-squad. Really not a big deal. First inter-squad. Outside of that, I think the midweek, I think we have a lot of questions. Don't get me wrong. You lose guys like Carey and Lloyd and Peters and those guys, you're going to have questions to answer. There's no doubt. I think we have enough arms to piece it together. It's going to have to come together, no doubt. And listen, the questions that we have, you're not going to find the answers in an inter-squad. You're just not. You're just not. I mean, I know for a fact you can see stuff, you can see potential, but how do you perform when the lights cut on? That's what I care about, right? When it's Friday night against Clemson and we're up 3-2 in the 8th inning, who's going to come in and shut the door? Who's going to be the guy? Who's going to go get us 5 outs, 6 outs, whatever? So I think the potential's there. We got a bunch of dudes, though, 94, 95, a bunch of dudes that can run it up there, got nasty stuff. It's just all about who wins those jobs and who fills those roles. And, again, I don't think it's going to be something we're going to go into opening day and say, these are our guys, and it's not going to change. And especially in the bullpen, I see it changing. But I think somebody asked this yesterday, and I don't know if I got to it. I'd be shocked if Sanders Bosnick isn't your 1-2 all year long. I'd be shocked. I'd be totally shocked. I think both those guys are going to do their job. The big question with Julian, obviously, is can he transition to a starter role, because he was a pen guy last year, and he seemed to pitch better out of the pen. And some guys mentally do pitch better out of the bullpen. But if he can make that transition, which I think he will, if he can make that transition, yeah, that 1-2 is one of the best 1-2 punches in the SEC. I mean, truly. I mean, Will Sanders is a future first-round pick. He's an All-American caliber player. Julian Bosnick has All-American potential. Again, who's the Sunday? I think you're midweek. I'm not worried about the midweek starter at all, guys. I mean, again, how many big midweek games are you playing? Like, if you need a Will Sanders or a Jack Mahoney to outduel a guy on a Tuesday, then, come on. You should be scoring 8 to 10 runs a game on a Tuesday in a midweek, no doubt. Now, you're going to play the North Carolinas, you're going to play the App States, but a lot of these midweeks, you're playing the Winthrops, and I'm taking nothing away from those guys, but South Carolina should be able to handle their business. You got guys that have pitched before, like C.J. Wines and Parker Coyne and Wesley Sweat and John Gilreath and Josiah Styler, and you got Cade Austin. You got dudes with stuff that can go out there and do the job. It's going to be a very Johnny Holstaff type approach, no doubt. And I know that frustrated fans last year, but that's what you use the midweek for, is to give guys opportunities to throw and get their work in, right? Anybody who's played a lick of ball knows what I'm talking about. So I think you got enough arms to piece it together. Again, we'll see how it plays out. I mean, I couldn't tell you right now who the closer is going to be. I will say I watched Braswell pitch yesterday, and I thought his stuff was electric. I mean, he's only 91, 92, but it explodes out of the hand. Got a real, funky kind of delivery, if you will, that I think could throw hitters off, fastball slider guy. So he's got kind of that closer arsenal. And, of course, we talked shortstop today, and I talked Braswell. So he might be doing both for you. But, yeah, we'll see. Again, 843-790-3377. P-Dog says, Dad, it's not baseball season yet. Hey, it's whatever season you guys want to talk about. I mean, we're 17 days away. So whatever you guys want to talk about. Hey, you want to talk basketball? Call in, we'll talk basketball. Hey, and I know a lot of people are asking about, I'm picking us to lose. 76-66, yeah. Yep. No, I'm picking us to lose because I'm picking us to lose because I think we're going to lose. Yeah, I do. I think we're going to lose. I think Mississippi State, I think, a lot of people have asked about, or we're surprised about the spread, the 9-point spread, dogs favored by 9. I think Vegas just thinks our luck is eventually going to run out. Our luck's going to run out at some point. I mean, we've been cheating death, getting down in the first half, having these crazy runs in the second half, and the other team going cold. At some point, that's not going to happen. At some point, we're going to have to play a full 40. So, I do think Mississippi State does present some problems down low for us, and you're going to need a great game from Wildens Levesque. Of course, your shooters outside, but guys like Wildens Levesque and Woodley and Josh Gray and your big bodies down low, can you get enough from them? We'll see. But I think it's been a lot of fun. But I do think we come back to a little bit of a reality tonight, lose by 10. And again, I mean, it's a tough game on the road. Mississippi State needs a dub. They've lost 2 in a row. So, anyways, so we'll see. I'd love to be wrong yet again. Again, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Yeah, I see Caleb Williams, Southern Cal. Justin, how's our National Signing Day going so far today, Chris? Well, Justin, National Signing Day is tomorrow. Shane Beamer will speak to the media at 2 o'clock. So, I want to stay live for it. On one hand, I want to stay live for it. On the other hand, my Wednesdays are already so slammed. I don't know. Maybe we will. We just might have to make an adjustment. I don't know. We might have to make an adjustment. We probably will stay live for it. So, Keith says, it looks like a sophomore and true freshman in the middle of the infield. Yeah, Braswell's your guy. Short, true freshman. Keith, he was brought in to be the guy. And I tell you this, watching him, again, it's a scrimmage. It's inter-squad. Who knows what will happen when those lights cut on. But there are certain dudes, they just look the part. They look like SEC ball players. You know what I mean? They don't look like freshmen. Braswell is one of those guys. So I fully expect him to – I think he's an exponential upgrade. Listen, I love George Khalil. We had a lot of fun covering George Khalil, making content around George Khalil. But he hit 190. I mean, that's just a fact. He hit 190. So will there be a drop-off in regards to defense? I mean, Khalil was an elite fielder. I think whatever drop-off there is, and I don't think it's going to be as big as some may think, whatever drop-off there might be, it is going to be well worth the massive improvement swinging the stick. Massive improvement. I will go ahead and go right now on record and guarantee that Braswell, as a true freshman, will hit above 190. Going to go ahead and put that out there. So I'm excited for Braswell, man. Watch him. He also made a nice play in the field yesterday, going to his left. Got a great throwing motion. I think he can make all the plays. And, again, very professional approach in the box. Does not look like a freshman. Now, that's the biggest thing that stands out, man. At this level, you have to, especially at shortstop, you have to have supreme confidence. And from what I've seen thus far, again, we'll see how it translates when the lights come on and we get in SEC play. But from what I've seen thus far, This is a kid that understands the assignment. He knows he was brought in to be the dude. So, and in the SEC, you need a big-time shortstop to win games, and I think he can be one. Robbie Davis, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you tuning in. Robbie actually commenting today. Matt Navala says, when will USC tennis talk start? Matt, I don't know if I'd hold your breath, my guy. Let's see. And it's all love to the tennis team, man, but Matt wants me to spend the Daily Crow the 2 hours just talking tennis. I got to be honest with you, man. I don't know a damn thing about tennis. I got to be totally honest. Yeah, Spencer Rattler sticking with 7. Sticking with 7. How about it? We got a text here. Chris Justin, wow. Caleb Williams is headed to USC with Lincoln Riley, the fake USC, by the way. Good luck, Caleb Williams. Yeah, I think he'll ball there. I think Lincoln Riley is going to crush at Southern Cal. He's going to crush there. He is going to crush. So, let's see. Travi, we are USC. They are Southern Cal. Indeed. P-Dawg, will David Cromer get any at-bats this year? Is he still buried? I think he's probably still buried, my guy. I don't see Cromer really factoring in. I love the kid. Love the kid. He's a legend. He's hilarious. I don't see him factoring into the lineup. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see, but I don't see it. So, let's see here. Again, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Want to hear from you. Again, my guy P-Dawg giving me crap because we're talking a bunch of baseball today. Hey, let the market speak. We'll talk whatever the crowd wants to talk about, my guy. South on a 9-point underdogs tonight. Gamecocks traveling to Starkville. I've got the Dogs winning 76-66. Noah Johns, what's up? Appreciate it. Brandon Wagner, first game, 17 days, February the 18th. You know, it was so awesome this morning. So awesome. I flipped my calendar today. You know, I've got like a dry erase board calendar in the studio. And flipped it to February. And getting to write opening day on the calendar, top 5 best feelings for yours truly when it comes to covering the Gamecocks. I mean, it just, what a feeling. It's like, boom, here it is. Let's go. Opening day around the corner. So I'm excited, man. And again, I'm if you can't tell, I'm fired up today. Because, you know, you wake up, get after it, making content, man. How can you not be excited? How can you not be fired up? Huge game tonight, by the way. I will say, I am as excited and intrigued for a Carolina basketball game as I've been in quite a while. Not going to lie to you. I'm very, very – this is kind of the game that serves as, you know, are we really catching lightning in a bottle, or did we just have one magical week and beat 2 bad teams? And you know what I mean? Like, I want to see it continue. I want to see how long can we keep this going, you know? Now, again, you can't fall down early. You just can't do it. You can't make a living doing that. You can't do it. You got to get off to a better start. Bottom line, you're playing a team like Mississippi State on their home floor. I think the record, they're like 11-1 at home. They're good at Humphrey Coliseum. Very tough place to play. We were there last year, by the way. Got crushed. I know it's a different team, but still, tough place to play. But you got to get off to a quicker start, man. You can't just keep relying on, well, we're down by 10 at halftime. We'll make a run in the second half. Like, no, at some point, somebody's going to put their foot on your throat. So you need to get ahead and stay ahead. Get ahead, stay ahead. Put the pressure on them. I mean, I know it seems like we love to have our backs against the wall, but put the pressure on them. And what a win it would be, man. I mean, what a win it would be. So you win tonight, all of a sudden it's like, oh, wow. March just all of a sudden came into the picture. March Madness, all of a sudden, the bubble, all of a sudden came to the picture. But again, it's a big game for Mississippi State, too, because they need it for their tournament hopes. So going to be a lot of fun, man. Going to be a lot of fun. Again, 843-790-3377. Yeah, Courtney Washington, I guess, and Amarian Brown changed his number. P-Dawg says, see Philly back on the hype train. I mean, I never jumped off, my guy. I never jumped off, really. I mean, it's just, you know, you go off the performance on the floor, and we've played a lot better. So, again, did we just beat 2 bad teams and one team that's sort of reeling, or are we really putting something together? Are we really playing that much better at basketball? We'll see. Vegas doesn't think so. Vegas doesn't think so. See, Philly doesn't think so. Vegas got you +9. I got you losing by 10. So, I mean, with all that being said, South Carolina should win the game, right? I mean, South Carolina should win the game. So, let's see. Again, I think it'll be a tough game. But I'm intrigued. I really am intrigued. By the way, Eric Stevenson over the last 3 games, our guy Stevie. Eric Stevenson over the last 3, 15.3 points per game. But, people told me he should stop shooting. I don't know. Are we really getting hacked on the YouTube? We're getting spammed with stupid comments on the air. I'll fix that real quick. We're getting spammed with dumb comments on the YouTube. Let's see. There we go. Muschamp hackers. Yeah. Apparently somebody scamming somebody on OnlyFans. I don't know. Wasn't me, my guy. I can promise you I would never pay a cent for an OnlyFans. So just, in case you were wondering, not an OnlyFans guy. Not an OnlyFans guy. Keith, need to play defense the whole game instead of just the second half. Yeah, that too. Again, you just need to play a complete performance, play a full 40. I know it's a game of runs and all, and so if you're down 6 or 7 at half, it's not like, sky is falling, the game is over. But, at some point, you're just not going to be able to do that. I mean, but you know what? Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Maybe you will. Hey, we're down by 10. Have them right where we want them, right? Maybe if we're down by 10 at half, we'll have them right where we want them. So, in case you missed it yesterday, guys, the home field apparel stuff, big news there. They've got their Gamecocks drop coming on Saturday, February the 5th. You can use the promo code SPURSUP for 15% off your entire purchase. And, guys, I can tell you, I've seen the whole collection. It's incredible, man. It's incredible. What in the world? Bro, the Muschamp hackers are really out here. The Muschamp hackers are really out here, bro. Really out here. Good God. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. P-Doc says, how do you feel about Josh Gray emerging as your best option inside now? I mean, he should be, I feel like, right? I mean, he's 7 foot. Dude's huge. He should be your best option. Tony Sharp, happy birthday to my wife, Cynthia. Happy birthday to Tony Sharp's wife, Cynthia. Go Cox, indeed. P-Dog, does she have a third burner? Yeah, does she have a third burner? I wonder if Gamecock Central and these other lives, I wonder if they get comments like that. I don't know. Cade, when we learn how to shoot free throws? Well, we shot him down the stretch well. We actually shot him down the stretch well, Cade. So, are we ever going to shoot 100%? I doubt it. But, when it counted, when it mattered, we did shoot him well. So, oh, my God. I think this is P-Dog doing this. Like, straight up. This is insane. Thankfully, I have YouTube pulled up, so I'm like eliminating the comments as they come. But my goodness, this is nuts, dude. I mean, I guess this is how you know you made it, right? I mean, when you got OnlyFans scammers. Yeah, I do need some mods. Who wants to volunteer? Who wants to be a mod? Seriously. Good to see Brennan M tuned in, though. I like to see that. Also, guys, in the Big Cock Club Discord, over the TDC Questions channel to be sure your questions are answered there. Again, Muschamp hackers are hard at work today. Like I said, the podcast dropped this morning, content bleeding out the eyeballs. Hey, we got a fantastic article upcoming today, by the way, too. You guys will have fun with this one. Our good buddy Austin Greer wrote it. It's actually already up. Haven't shared it on social media yet, but the article is titled as such, Most Toxic SEC Social Media Fan Bases from the 2021 football season. So, really fun stuff. Dude, this is insane. This is like truly insane. This is truly insane. PMod. Like, how many accounts can one person have? How many accounts can one person have? I'm spending the entire show not even talking Gamecocks. We're just literally blocking OnlyFans YouTube accounts. This is nuts. Yeah, Twan love kicks. I'm just, my spare time, I'm just all over OnlyFans, man. I have to admit it. Just totally just logged on. Let's see. Christian Carver, if there's one team you think we could beat on the schedule left we aren't supposed to, and if so, who? Well, Tennessee at home Saturday is going to be a good one. Tennessee at home Saturday is a great possibility. Ranked team at home. I'm just like, my brain is just like scrambled eggs right now looking at the comments, looking at the YouTube comments. But anyways, Tennessee at home, man. I mean, listen, you got them on your home floor. A lot of momentum. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's just impossible. Are we going to have to cancel the Daily Crow today? Is the Daily Crow canceled? Should the Daily Crow be canceled on YouTube today? Just shut it all down? I'm like worried for my freaking YouTube channel. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe if we jump into a break. I don't know. Either way, Spencer Rattler, in case you missed it, guys, Spencer Rattler is wearing number 7. Spencer Rattler wearing number 7. Big Game Boomer just dropped his way to early top 25. 23rd. Gamecocks for 23rd.
CJ.
Here we go. CJ, twice in one day, my man. What's up?
Hey, I got one more key question. It is totally about baseball. All right. So, of course, during scrimmages, especially seeing all that, being through the scrimmages that we have been, is it a concern to you through the season if we don't have as many home runs as we did last year, but we are more productive at that? So basically the season that I could go through, that I can think about where we didn't really have a lot of home runs coming into this, was like the 2016 season. And that was the closest season that I can remember where we didn't really have a lot of home runs. Yeah, we had a lot of good cats, but we didn't have a lot of home runs, but we were more productive at the plate. Is that being concerned to you in the conference that we do play in, especially going through your weekends and all that? Is that a big concern to you coming into the game? That we will have less power, you're saying, correct? Correct. Yeah, I think we're more. It seems that, which is a great thing, that it seems that we'll put the ball more in play, especially when runners are in scoring position. And there's not really a definitive guy like we've had in the season prior that there's a guy, okay, at any point in time, he comes on the bat and it's guaranteed that, there's 2 runs off the bat. But we're playing a lot of small ball. Well, you say playing a lot of small ball. I mean, I don't think we're going to be out there bunting every at bat and all that stuff, whatever. I am not. No, to answer your question, no, I'm not concerned. I'll tell you why. I think we're going to be much more well-rounded. I mean, is there a Wes Clark in this lineup? Not necessarily. There's not necessarily a Wes Clark in this lineup. I don't believe so. But, dude, I just look across the infield, for example. And, again, I'll give my projected starting lineup and all that the Monday of opening day. But I feel pretty confident in saying right now, Brant Belk's going to be at first. Well, I'll skip second because it's either going to be Mahoney or maybe Braylon Wimmer stays at second. But Brant Belk at first, Braswell at short, and Kevin Madden at third. You cannot sit here and tell me those aren't just 3 exponential upgrades over what you had last year. That is. And so, no, our problem last year, we had the power.
We had the power. Our problem last year is we were not productive enough. We were not tough enough at the plate. We had a 2-to-1 K to walk ratio. That was the problem. So we're still going to hit homers. Like, we're still going to hit bombs. We've still got Andrew Eister. Kevin Madden's a big, strong dude. Braylon Wimmer can go yard. I think he can hit 15-plus this year. Brant Belt can hit the bomb. And you play at Founders Park. Like, we're going to hit home runs. There's no doubt. You're going to hit home runs. But we're going to be much more well-rounded in my mind. I understand there's uncertainties because there's so many new guys. But, Josiah Styler can go deep. So we're still going to have pop. I want to see us be more well-rounded. I mean, again, we had all the pop in the world last year. We hit 220 in the SEC. So, yeah, I'd rather cut the homers in half but hit 270. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because, again, solo bombs don't mean anything. Solo bombs don't mean anything. Like, getting guys on base,
Yeah, I think more along the lines, my biggest take on that was just, just looking at the home games that we have at Founders Park, having the biggest one is the reason why I asked about it is Vanderbilt coming to Founders Park this year. Us being, we're not going to be able to hit a lot of home runs to me, but that's okay because at least those guys will be able to put the ball in play. And what I mean a small ball is compared to the season that we've had, of leading the SEC in home runs or having one guy almost, second and third in the nation in home runs, us still struggling at the plate as far as runners in scoring position or being patient at the plate. There's a lot of guys that, yes, we talk about the scrimmage, but even in the scrimmage, they still were looking for balls to hit. Like, there were a lot of guys that were battling with 2 strikes. And I didn't really see a lot of guys. I think I only saw during the whole entire scrimmage of the 6 innings that we did play that we only had 2 guys look at two strikes, basically the third strike just blow past, But like I said, everyone else were battling up at the plate, like we're going down swinging or going out with it being in play, and that's a huge step compared to what I saw last year because we had a lot of strikeouts. If we weren't putting the ball in play, it was a lot of strikeouts. And that was my concern is that every one of the guys were trying to do what the other guy did and try to take one over the fence to get 2 runners, knowing that if the only thing you got to do is put the ball in play and let the defense make the mistakes that they can because this is the SEC. We do play a lot of good teams. And, most of those guys that we do play, they have good corners, but they don't have really good, I want to say, mid-infielders, needless to say, that I see. We haven't really seen a lot of mid-infielders get drafted in the high top 15 or the top 20 in the MLB. So, that's just my thing on that. And that's the reason why that was my last question. And, of course, I'm going to continue to listen to your show and not really – continue intruding in on it.
No, you're good. I appreciate the call.
But yeah, man, that's that was my biggest thing is seeing a lot of guys that, especially a lot of guys that we haven't heard before, just seeing them just put the ball in play against our pitching that we're so high and keen on that, which really gives Gamecock baseball hope back to, everything else again. And I really felt good walking out of that scrimmage. There was not one time that I was like, oh, man, there's really a concern going out of this scrimmage. It was just, there's a lot of good things. And again, being a baseball player and knowing baseball, that your scrimmages are there for basically for everyone else to see. Your practices are there for everyone else that already knows what everybody else is seeing. Like, hey, look, do not be scared of this. This is just a one-time thing. It's not going to last like this, and we will get better, but we're not putting our best foot forward into the scrimmage. We're just giving y'all a display of what we've been practicing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, again, it kicks into a different gear, man. Like I said, when the lights come on, it kicks into a different gear. So,
correct. And I'll be at every home game this year, too. So, a buddy of mine works in Carolina, so he's blessed me a lot with this year.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I will be at every game as well. So I look forward to seeing you there.
All right, Chris. Thanks, man.
Appreciate it, CJ. Yeah. No, listen, I feel good about the lineup overall. I mean, listen, you go position to position again. I think the approach is a lot better. First off, I think the approach is much, much better. And again, it's just scrimmages, but just talking to people within Gamecocks baseball and those behind the scenes, I think the approach is a lot better. And again, you go across the infield, man. I mean, I loved guys like, and I'm not spending this time trashing them or anything like that, but I loved guys like David Mendham and George Khalil, and I really tried to give Brennan Malone every chance to win the job at third, and even Jeff Heinrich, and you had guys like Braswell. But you look at who you got now, man, with Brant Belk, massive improvement, massive upgrade. I think Braswell is going to be an upgrade. I think Madden undoubtedly is going to be an upgrade. You still got your guy Burgey behind the plate. And Cole Messina will return. He'll fight Burgey for innings there as well. I think Seitler showed last year he can be a big piece for you in the lineup. Eister hit 300 in the SEC last year. I think Thad Ector is a young guy to keep an name on, switch hitter, outfielder that was a big-time prospect. I think he could help you a lot, extremely athletic. You're going to be a much more athletic lineup too. So the good news, Braylon Wimmer, how can you forget Braylon Wimmer? I'd like to see him be a little bit more consistent, but I mean, dude's a specimen. He's a freak. Runs like a 6'4", 60. Has massive pop. I think he could hit 15 homers this year. So, yeah, I feel good about the lineup. Again, you got to strike out less. That's the big thing. And the biggest thing with me is this: on Friday nights, if you will, on Friday nights, you and Saturday nights, and just going against these big SEC arms, you got to put together more competitive at bats. That's it. Bottom line, be more competitive. It's not even the fact that we were striking out a lot. It's like it was too easy. It was too easy. These aces, they were breezing through games. I mean, you got no hit last year. That tells you everything you need to know. So, anyways, 843-790-3377. So that's 843-790-3377. So, guys, we're going to jump into a break before I get pissed off. Let's see. All right, cool. I want to continue to hear from you guys. We're going to take a break. We're going to jump into our first break of the day. Questions, comments, calls. We will not get flustered. We will overcome. We are incapable of submission, just like Frank Martin. We are incapable of submission, just like Frank Martin. The Muschamp Hackers, let's put it this way. The Muschamp Hackers have never defeated the Spurs Up Show, and it will not start today. Guys, we're back after the break. More of your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Want to hear from you, taking your questions, your comments, your calls. Guys, don't forget, podcast did drop this morning. Episode 589, bringing the basketball game tonight. South going to take it on Mississippi State in Starkville. Big game there. Also, talking Yardcocks, the shortstop position going in an opening day. Opening day just 17 days away. South going to open up with UNC Greensboro at Founders Park. First pitch set for 4 o'clock. Again, a lot to get into, guys. Brandon Kuhn says, is Jalen Brooks or Devontae Davis returning? Haven't heard anything about them. Devontae Davis, I have no idea. I'd be shocked. Brandon Kuhn, I'd be shocked if Jalen Brooks is back. I'd be shocked. I'd be floored, my guy, to be honest with you. Kid had some personal issues, some off-field issues. I'll just leave it at that. And would be shocked if he's back. But who knows? Maybe he can get it figured out, but I would be surprised. So, again, 843-790-3377. Guys, that's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, your comments, and your calls. Let's see. Okay, Devontae Davis out of eligibility. Okay, did not know that. Well, there you go. So I doubt either return. Yeah, obviously Davis will not be back. And again, I don't think Jalen Brooks. I'm just speculating, but I have heard nothing that tells me that it's likely he comes back. So let's see. Let's see. Connor Lee says, I miss Jalen Brooks. Feel like he has potential. Yeah, I mean, it's, he was a body for us and made some plays, but, stuff happens. So, P-Mod, I do love your name for sure. Larry Gornto, seems odd. There hasn't been anything official. Why wait? Well, I think Larry Gornto, again, I'm not going to go into details. I think there's things working behind the scenes where I think he probably wants to come back, but some stuff that has to get figured out. So, we'll leave it at that. Again, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Okay, Austin Greer saying Jalen Brooks is no longer a student at South Carolina. So there you go. Doesn't sound like he'll be back. So, P-Mod, if your number 2 wide receiver is a sack guy, then you need some reevaluation. Dude, we won't even go into like the Jalen Brooks saga, dude, all that stuff. I mean, he was a body for you, had speed, made a couple catches here and there. I mean, I understand fans wanted to cling to the fact they thought that, fans wanted to believe that maybe he could be a big-time guy for us and maybe he could have been. But, again, some stuff off the field just didn't make it possible. So, didn't make it possible. Again, 843-790-3377. Guys, it's 843-790-3377. I want to continue to hear from you. Hey, keep it moving. Keep it moving, folks. That's the lesson. Keep it moving. Keep rocking. Keep rolling. We'll keep pushing, man. Nothing's going to stop yours truly. Hey, the devil works hard. See, Philly works harder. So we're getting after it today here on this Tuesday, February the 1st, 2022. Again, in case you missed it, I do have Mississippi State getting the dub tonight, 76-66. 76-66. I think at some point South Carolina's run, it's been fantastic over the last week, man. It has, and I'd love to be wrong yet again. This team is hot. This team is confident. This team is playing with a lot of confidence, a swagger, and an edge, and certainly you could see that continue. I'd love to see it continue, but I just think at some point these first half deficits are going to hurt you. And Mississippi State's a good team at home. Humphrey Coliseum, tough place to play. They've been really, really good at home, so I think it's going to be a tough one. That being said, what's crazy? People say, "Oh, do you just pick predictions based off the spreads?" I actually dropped those before the predictions, before the spreads ever even dropped. So it is kind of crazy though. I pick a 10-point loss, and sure enough, Vegas has South as a 9-point underdog. So let's see. Antoine Wells, very excited for Antoine Wells. John Rice, how many games will Gamecocks baseball win before they lose one? I could see us going 8-0 before Clemson. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, you'd like to, right? You'd like to really take care of your non-conference and, especially those ones early on. I mean, I'm not going to predict, I'm not going to guarantee anything because it's baseball, man. You can lose any game, but you're going to have a chance to start out 8-0 for sure. Let's see. Brandon says, I think we'll have some more to enter the transfer portal in the next few months to get down to 85 scholarship players. We're over 90 right now. Yeah, either that or some kids are going to get cut. So either that or some kids are going to get cut. Let's see. PMod, yeah, Mississippi State's solid. I mean, I wouldn't say they're a great team, but they're definitely solid. It's going to be a tough game. They're definitely solid. Travi, I'm also excited for the Sampson kid, Landon Sampson. Yeah, I'm excited for what he's going to do. I'm excited for Landon Sampson. So, yeah, I think the upsides there. I think he can help us as a freshman, really. So, I think he'll have the opportunity to help us as a freshman. Excited to see what he can do. By the way, guys, like I told you, big things happening. Yours truly got thrown off a little bit earlier, but does not matter. We're here. We're rocking. We're rolling. The Daily Crow here on a Tuesday. Good chance, by the way, Saturday that we will have our first watch party at Carolina Ale House. Either you folks in the upstate or down in Simpsonville. Good chance we're at either location, so just stay tuned. I actually had Carolina Ale House call me while we were on the show. So
call from
Mark Regal.
We're going to get those details. Let's jump to the phone lines real quick.
Mark,
what's going on, man? How are you?
Hey, man. Good shit. Listening to the show, man. Yeah, I just want to put in my input. I'm falling behind nobody that just got off. I damn sure think Landon Sampson going to be a star at least by his junior year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I mean, everything we've heard and seen on film and all that, I think for sure. I think he's I think he'll have an opportunity to contribute as a true freshman. But, I love what I've seen so far. And, we'll see what happens when he gets here and puts the pads on and goes up against SEC competition. But, I mean, this dude is no stranger to big-time football, played down in Texas. So, and under Justin Stepp, I mean, I think certainly the sky's the limit for him.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, listen, man, living in Louisiana, you see Texas, man, that's, he can't come from a good program down there. I mean, they're pretty much a professional goddamn high school team.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, no, he's played big-time ball. He's no stranger to big-time football, so I'm very excited for what he's going to bring to us. Like I said, we need help at the receiver position, and so I think he's going to have early opportunities. I really do. I think he's going to have early opportunities to help us.
Let me ask you this, switching the subject before I get off, about the basketball team. Do you think this team got the potential to not go to the Final Four, but at least make that run? Like 2017, I think we were started off bad, and then we got to 500 in the SEC, and then we ended up being like a top 4 SEC seed, and then it just went from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, what's fun is that this team, again, is playing with confidence, with swagger. And that's what a lot of it is in basketball. You just get hot, man. Shooters shoot, and they get hot. And so, I mean, the potential's there. I mean, I said it even after we were 1-4. Is like, I do like this team. Like, the scorers on this team with Stevie, obviously, James Reese, Coos, Keyshawn, Chico, A.J. Wilson. I'd like to see us get more out of down low, but Josh Gray has come on lately. Wilden Zevek, I still think, can be a quality player. So, yeah. So I'm who knows? Who knows? I mean, the month of February is going to tell us everything we need to know, but the potential's there. I mean, the potential's there to make a run to the tournament. Would I go on record today and predict it's 100% going to happen? No, I wouldn't. I mean, I still have my skepticism, but again, the beautiful thing is this, man. Positive momentum is a beautiful thing, and those players on the team, they don't care what I have to say or you have to say or anybody else. It's again, you start playing with that confidence, that edge. As I said yesterday, you let the cocks get hot, and you feel like you can't lose, and all of a sudden, man, you can't. So I'm just excited to see where this thing goes the rest of the way.
I am too, man, and it's like, if we beat Mississippi State, we'll be third in the SEC.
Yeah, and it'd be another quad one win too. So, I think we'll learn. I think we'll learn a lot tonight. I think we'll learn a lot tonight in regards to, where are we? Where are we? So, you win tonight, you're all of a sudden really making noise. You're really making noise. You win tonight. So.
Yep. All right, man. I appreciate you for the insight, man.
Mark, I appreciate the call, and thank you for tuning in, my friend. Appreciate it.
All right, salute, man.
Yep, take care. Great stuff. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Looks like we just had a missed call from Charleston. You want to call back in? Would love to hear from you. Let's see, Brandon. This is my prediction for our starters on the D-line. Strawn, Sandage, Pickens, and Birch. Yeah, I want to see more from Pickens and Birch for sure. I really do. Those guys have just, let's call it for what it is. I mean, Pickens had a better year. He did. He had a much better year. Birch has not played nearly to his capabilities at all. I understand he was behind J.J. Nigbare, but, I mean, even J.J. Nigbare wasn't some All-American in my opinion. He was solid, whatever. So I need to see more from those guys. I really do. Couldn't stop the run worth a lick. Got to be better. Got to be better. So here we go. Let's jump to the phone lines real quick.
Call from
Robbie Davis, a.k.a. Kirk Herbstreit.
to accept.
Robbie, what's going on, my friend? How are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me okay? Because I'm in a diesel truck.
I can hear you perfectly, my friend. What's going on?
All right. So, okay, first things first, I want to get this out of the way. My prediction for tonight is Mississippi State 70, South Carolina 72. I got us winning by 2. Okay, I want to get that out the way. And I am extremely excited because we are almost 2 weeks away from baseball season, and I can't wait to see how the baseball team does this year. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I told you a couple weeks ago that I felt like if our basketball team somewhat hit our stride, we could cause problems. Did I not say that?
I believe you did. I believe you did.
And for some reason, the luck's on our side right now. Okay. Yes, we're having trouble in the first half, but for some reason, the second half has been our bread and butter half. But what I want to see tonight is for at least just one play of complete game from start to finish. That's all I want to see. I just want to see us play a complete game from start to finish, win the ball game, and go back home with a W. That's all I want to see.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think you definitely want to see that because at some point it's going to come back to bite you if you don't. So it's been fun winning over the last week for sure. But yeah, I definitely would like to see us just get off to a better start. Having a halftime lead, what a concept. So, but you got 72-70 South Carolina. I've got the Gamecocks losing. So hey, our chances of winning just skyrocketed, right? Because I picked us to lose. So,
Right.
Yeah. No, we need to see a full 40 from this team for sure. And it's going to be tough. Mississippi State's really good at home so we'll see what happens.
And like I told you yesterday, I'm at my cousin's house, right? He's a Tar Heel fan. We might try to go to the South Carolina-North Carolina baseball game whenever it comes around.
You should. Those games are fun. You should. You definitely should.
But of course, also like I said, if I'm tailgating with my stepdad at the football games, or if I'm at a baseball game, I'll let you know. So, but yeah, and I think that at this rate, I would if I had a gun to head right now, I would pick the South Carolina women's team to win the whole thing. All right, gun to head. Even if I was not a South Carolina fan, I would pick the Lady Gamecocks to win the whole thing.
What about that one AP voter that keeps giving NC State the number 1 ranking? What about that? Isn't that something?
Say that again?
I don't know if you've seen this. There's an AP voter, like a top 25 voter, that is actually there's one person that is giving NC State their number 1 ranking, like the first place vote, which is surprising.
Well, whatever they're smoking, they need to stop. because the best team in the country is in Columbia, South Carolina.
I agree, dude. I agree. Hey, I agree.
He must not be watching the South Carolina women's team too closely, because we have not only been beating teams, we've been beating the crap out of teams.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's fun to be a Gamecocks women's basketball fan. So I mean, listen, Dawn set the expectation. If you don't win the national title this year, you failed. You failed at your goal. You did. I mean, I hate to put it that way, but we fell short of the expectation.
Exactly.
I mean, expectations to win it all. So,
right.
you know.
Yeah. And I'm pulling for the Rams in the Super Bowl, just so everybody knows. I'm pulling for the Rams in the Super Bowl.
Rams in the Super Bowl. You're going Matt Stafford.
Yes, I'm pulling for the Rams. And I also wanted you to know, as of this morning, I subscribed to the Spurs Up Show.
I'm happy to hear that, Robbie. I appreciate that.
So I wanted to, let you know that and call and let you know. And but I just, like I said, I would at this point, like I said, with a gun to head, I would flat out 100%. Like, even if I was not a South Carolina fan, I would pick the Lady Gamecocks to win it all. Because Boston wants redemption after last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think they're on a mission. They've got a chip on their shoulder, and we should have won it the year the COVID stuff hit, and we were obviously really, really close last year. So yeah, I think the mission is clear for them.
Yes, the mission's very clear. It is national title or bust. And I think Don Staley and the ladies can do it. Just stay focused, control what we can control, and go out there and take care of business. But all right, man, I'm going to get off of here. You have a great rest of your day, okay?
Robbie, I appreciate it, my man. Thank you so much for calling in. Good stuff as always. Is anybody else shocked that Robbie just subscribed to the Spurs Up Show after, how many times he called in? Over under 100? I don't know. Either way, Robbie, I appreciate it. I want to continue to hear from you guys, 843-790-3377. Yeah, Brandon, I don't know how we lost to Mizzou either, I'll be honest with you. I still think that, Dawn Staley's squad is going to win it all, but I don't know how we lost to Mizzou either, to be honest with you. Brandon says that linebacker should be Sherrod Green and Brad Johnson. Secondary, Cam Smith and Darius Rush back at corner. R.J. Roderick and maybe Devontae Reed at safety. And Spalding back at nickel. Brandon, I hear you. I would say I'm not going to lock in any starters right now for the secondary because I think you're bringing in 6 guys from your signing class. I think at least one of those freshmen are going to play. And I think God, his name's freaking slipping my mind. But the kid from Philly, I think he's a 4-star kid. I think he's got a good shot to play. I really like his game a lot. So, Larry Gorto, not a shocker to say this team has the most depth and talent in some time. The issue is point guard play, no consistency in the offense, and lack of floor leadership. Yeah, Keenan Nelson Jr., that's who I was thinking of. Keenan Nelson Jr. CJ Curry, Chris, prediction, 30 home run season year, over or under. Are you talking about 30 as a team, CJ? 30 as a team? I know you're not talking 30 as a team. We'll hit way more than 30 home runs. Way more. Let's see. Yeah, I'm excited for Alex Huntley, too. I think Alex Huntley will have a big year next year. Yep. Oh, Seitler, 30 home. No, not 30, man. Nobody's hitting 30 home runs on our team. I don't think anybody's probably been hitting 20. No, I think our leading home run guy probably around 15 or 16. I don't think we're going to have a guy like a Wes Clark. I think Braylon Wimmer's got all the potential in the world to break out and hit 15, 16, 17 home runs. But no, dude, 30? Bro, 30. If anybody hits 30, they're an All-American. Like, undoubtedly an All-American. So, no, I don't see anybody hitting 30. I don't see anybody hitting 30. Let's see. Yeah, Anthony Rose certainly could play. Again, man, we signed 6 defensive backs. So, we got a lot of dudes that can contribute early. A lot of dudes. Let's see. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Brendan, yeah, the TDC Questions channel, that is your safe haven, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that is your safe haven, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Yeah, I'm excited for Clayton White's defense next year, though, man. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. Tyler Gay, how do you feel about our weekend rotation? Who do you think's closing? Yes, so the weekend rotation. I actually feel really good. Really good about the rotation. Will Sanders on Friday, I think, could be one of the best in the SEC. I think that 1-2 punch of Sanders, Bosnick could certainly be one of the best in the SEC. Sanders is an All-American. Bosnick has the makings of an All-American. Biggest question with Boz is just him sliding into that starter role. And then, of course, Sanders. I mean, going from just a freshman contributor to Friday night guy. It's a big change, but all the potential in the world.
Press 2.
Derek, what's up, man? How are you?
Man, I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you asking. What's up?
Good. It's amazing that football is king at Carolina. We're talking about football while baseball season is going on. The women trying to get to the Final Four. Frank Martin. It's just amazing to me that how much we are invested in your show, but being able to talk to you about sports, but more importantly, talking about football. So I really appreciate that. But I was listening to 24/7 Josh Pate about a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about the buzz of what Shane Beamer is doing in South Carolina. And I am one, and I'm pretty sure there are others. He was talking like how, we should try and lock Shane Beamer up, like looking at his contract, he's the 58th highest paid coach in the country. And it's kind of strange to hear somebody else that's an outsider that wants to talk about that. And then secondly, what do you think in the SEC our budget is for the football operation? And the reason why I said that is because LSU budget for its football operation is like $18 million. And I wonder if we are north of 10, because it takes money to make money for the university. And we can have high expectations if we have what we need in place. $18 million at LSU. I'm no telling what Georgia has, Alabama, of course, Florida. But I wonder if we're north of $10 million to be able to compete with the likes of these teams right here. I would hate it to be that Kentucky is putting more money into their football operation than what we are. I listen to what you have to say, brother. Have a good day now.
Appreciate it, Eric. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate the call. Now, some great points made there. First things first, I'll say this. I'll never complain about getting to talk football. I mean, football is king. And we know, man, in South Carolina, across the SEC, it never ends, 24/7, 365, looking ahead. And when you have a coach like Shane Beamer and you have the type of season you just had and you won your bowl game and you got momentum in recruiting and momentum on the field, off the field, people want to talk about it. So I will never complain about that. You know, it's exciting times to be a Gamecock football fan specifically, and looking ahead to what's on the horizon, man. Looking ahead to what might be on the horizon. And you know, this is hope springs eternal in the offseason, as I say. So fans have, you know, these hopes and dreams of winning a championship and probably too lofty of expectations in year 2. But, you know, again, when you've got a guy like Shane Beamer who believes in what you're, has a plan in place and believes in the university and what he's doing, and he's building, and again, he's got positive momentum in recruiting and all that good stuff. You know, it's always fun to talk about. So it never ends, man. That's a beautiful thing. As far as the spending, again, I you know, how accurately can I really speak to? I don't know the exact numbers of what we're spending versus what they're spending and all that, but you got to spend money to make money, man. Absolutely. It's keeping up with the Joneses. You know, I'm not saying you got to spend X amount of dollars to have success. I don't think there's a key number. I don't think there's a defined number, but you got to spend money to make money. You got to spend money to have success, bottom line. So whatever it is, you better be spending enough, bottom line. You better be spending enough. So, you know, I look at South Carolina. I don't know that I really look at and say, oh, you know, we're not spending enough. That's our biggest issue. That's our biggest problem. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, 1:13 here on this Tuesday for the first 2022. We are going to jump into another break here. I want to continue to hear from you. Again, check out the podcast if you have not done so, guys. This morning, episode 589, it dropped. Full breakdown of the game tonight with my prediction. Also, the position unit preview series with the Artcocks continues, breaking down the Gamecocks shortstops heading into opening day. Guys, appreciate you all tuning in. Yeah, want to continue to hear from you. Your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Taking your questions, your comments, your calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377 here on this Tuesday, February the 1st, 2022. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in. Guys, if you want your comments read, go over to Facebook. Facebook is where I'll be taking all your comments. Be sure to tune in to Facebook. And if you comment on YouTube, you will not be seen. It will not be seen by anyone. So head over to Facebook if you want your comments read, and we'll go from there. Again, 843-790-3377. You can also text that number, 843-790-3377. Again, guys, podcast did drop this morning. Full breakdown of the game tonight in Starkville at Humphrey Coliseum as South kind of looks for their fourth consecutive SEC win. Guys, let me give you some insight why that's a big deal, okay? Let me give you some insight why that is a big deal. So you look historically at the Gamecocks and Gamecock basketball. You look historically at Gamecocks basketball, okay? And we'll jump to the phone lines first. Here we go.
Call from
DJ for the last time.
to accept.
CJ, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, I know you heard my message for the last time. This is honestly the last time.
Right. Hey, you're not bothering me at all, my guy. You're not bothering me at all.
So, all right, this is a quick question. Out of all the players that I've seen come out of Carolina drafted, and this is baseball topic, out of all the baseball years that I've seen, I believe Andrew Eiser is probably the most underrated player that nobody ever gives kudos to, really. And that basically is, in my opinion, should be in the top, at least top 15 rounds of the MLB, but doesn't get that talk. And my question to you is, why do you think that is? Because he's not that flashy guy? Because whenever he first came to Carolina, I'm not sure if anybody remembers it except you, but he came as an infielder. And we progressed him out to be an outfielder. He started out in left field, and then he progressed his way over to right field. And my question is to you is, how is a guy that consistently sees in the SEC, which has top pitching and always sees top pitching during the SEC, and is a consistent hitter every single year in the SEC, a 300 average. Last year he hit 279 basically as an overall average, but he had a better overall SEC batting average.
Hey, you're talking about Eister,
And
correct?
my question,
You're talking about Eister, correct?
yeah,
He hit
Eiser.
300 in SEC
Correct.
play. Yeah, people forget that.
Yeah. And that's the thing about it is, like, nobody ever talks about him ever, hardly ever. But the thing about this is he is a consistent at bat and is a consistent glove. He might not give you that speed that you're looking for in the outfield, but to me, if you ask me, minus the arm, he reminds me of Jeff Francoeur. Wasn't really a flashy guy, always had a good stick and always had a great glove and was very consistent. And never really missed a lot of games until Jeff Francoeur, of course, whenever he went to Kansas City and then got injured. But other than that, he's just the most underrated player to me. And that's talking all SEC play. And every year that he's been there, nobody talks about six. Nobody talks about six. And to him, I it's kudos to him because he doesn't care about the noise. He just goes out there and plays for his team and shows his ability. But it's like he doesn't get the recognition he deserves. And like I said, I'm going to get off the phone. I'm going to stop talking about that. I'm going to listen to the rest of it. But thanks for taking my phone call again. And just, I guess just explaining, why he is the most underrated player when he is the most consistent SEC hitter and outfielder that I've seen since he's come around in his 5 years. And again, thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, CJ, and I appreciate it, man. Don't hesitate to call in anytime, CJ. I wanted to say that as well. But yeah, I definitely think Andrew Eiser is extremely underrated, man. It's crazy when people talking about the lineup coming in this year and guys you can depend on. And for whatever reason, I don't know that Andrew Eiser is really the first guy mentioned. And again, you look back at last year, people forget he hit 300 in the SEC. I think one of the reasons Andrew Eister's been underrated is because, you look at him, he looks like an average Joe, right? Nothing really stands out. Nothing really flashes. He's not a flashy player, as CJ mentioned. But, no, I think Andrew Eister, man, certainly. He's going to be right there in the middle of your lineup. He's a legend forever no matter what because of what he did against Clemson a year ago. But, man, I love Eister's game, man, for sure. I mean, I think he's, a professional hitter. As I said many times last year, nobody loves going oppo more than Andrew Eister, but I think he's extremely underrated. I agree with you, man. The fact he doesn't get talked about for all conference teams or, any type of preseason recognition is foolish in my opinion. Again, wasn't overly flashy a year ago, hit 279, but hit over 300 in SEC play. So I think there's a reason he came back, though. He knows he can be even better, and I think he could be an overall 300 average guy for you. I think he could be a double-digit home run guy for you, but certainly one of the most well-rounded sticks in your lineup. So, again, just a guy that, a lot of it is about flash and a lot of it, how sexy your game is. I think that's one of the reasons why, again, Andrew Eister is so underrated is because he may not have sort of that facet of his game, but I love Andrew Eister's game, and I think he's certainly one of the key pieces. I look at Andrew Eister as sort of a glue guy for you. Like, if you're going to have a good year, I think Andrew Eister has to have a good year, bottom line. So this team will sort of go how he goes. This lineup will go how he goes. So I think there's a couple glue guys for you. I look at Eister, look at Belk, look at Wimmer. Just your dudes you need to be able to depend on weekend in, weekend out. Dudes that, are proven at this SEC level but need to have an even bigger role throughout this conference slate. So Andrew Eister, certainly a guy. I agree with you. I think he's underrated, and I think he's primed for a massive year in this 2022 season. So great question. Hey, never apologize. Never apologize for calling in, my guy. I truly appreciate all the comments, all the banter, all the conversation. Lance, my guy, what's going on? Appreciate you. Said, grab your lattes, killers. We are going to Omaha. Twan, what's up, man? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, guys, apologize for the throwing you guys the curveball, but, hey, you got to make an adjustment, just like baseball, right? We got to make an adjustment, bottom line. So taking all your comments, your questions via Facebook comments. If you want to leave comments there, you can do so. Like I said, just like baseball, you want to be a great hitter, you want to be a great pitcher, you want to be a great ball player. You got to make adjustments. And we're here making adjustments on a Tuesday. Let's see. Again, guys, I do want to hear from you. Also got some very exciting merchandise in the works right now. Brand new merch. We are working on the Burgey Barrels merch. I think we're going to drop that tomorrow morning. This merch is awesome, by the way. Also, again, 17 days till opening day, guys. Here's what's going to happen. 17 days till opening day, right? And I'm going to urge you all, hey, if you want your merch for opening day, the Clemson series, the Texas series, get it now. Inevitably, what's going to happen is this. Opening weekend's going to happen, the beginning of the season, and people are going to see the merch on yours truly and say, how quickly can I get it? Where can I get it? Can I have it by this date, that date? Guys, save yourself the trouble and just get it now. Just get it now. So, trying to give you the heads up, tsus.store. That's tsus.store. And Connor Lee wants a sneak peek. Why not? Let's do it. Why not? Sneak peek. Let's see if I can find the image. Yeah, here we go. My buddy sent me over this mock-up last night. If you guys want a sneak peek at the Burgey Barrels merch, here we go. Let's see. Share this screen here. Let's see. Where are you? If I can find, let me see if I can just find the window. Here we go. All right, you ready? Here we go. Introducing the Burgey Barrels merch for Colin Burgess. And by the way, guys, when you buy any of this merch, there's many different ways now with NIL to support Gamecock student athletes. You can donate to the Garnet Trust. You can buy specifically through their brands and their entities. Guys, when you buy the merch that we're pushing for these athletes, you are supporting the athletes. I want to make that very, very clear. So you're not just supporting the Spurs Up show. You're supporting the athletes. You're putting money in the athletes' pockets directly. So that's why I urge you, hey, Not only are you giving money and donating, but you are getting some dope merch in the process. Here we go. Here it is. Boom. This will be available in garnet, black, and white. We'll have it in T-shirts, hoodies, long sleeve, tank tops, all that good stuff. So again, getting this put together today. We will drop this merch officially, I'll say tomorrow. We'll drop it tomorrow, and there will be a 10% off promo code with the promo code Burgey that you can use all throughout the store on your entire purchase. So that is the mock-up. Again, I'm very excited for those. I'm really happy with how that turned out. If you notice, it's the same cursive font as we use for our Rowdy Rooster merch as well. So again, brand consistency, a beautiful thing. But we will drop those tomorrow. Again, very excited how those turned out. Again, simple, clean, to the point, but awesome, all at the same time. So again, that's your look. That's your look. The Burgey Barrels merch on the way. We'll drop it tomorrow. Lance Player, on a basketball note, my little girl will be performing with her dance company at halftime of the Kentucky-South Carolina game. Lance, cannot wait for that. I'll see you there. I'll be there. I will certainly be there. So looking forward to it. Again, guys, great podcast drop this morning. A full breakdown of the game tonight in Starkville. Gamecocks taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And guys, I talked about this before we went on break, but the significance of tonight's game and what is at stake. South Carolina currently has a 3-game winning streak in SEC play. First time that's happened since the 2019 to 2020 season. Get this. What's on the line tonight in Starkville? South Carolina has not won 4 straight in SEC play since starting 5-0 during the 2016 to 2017 season. And what happened in that season? The Gamecocks went to the Final Four. So, history's on your side if you can get a win tonight. Maybe, just maybe, you catch lightning in a bottle and you make an unexpected run to postseason play. Just saying. There's a lot on the line tonight in Starkville. Major opportunity. A tough one. Tough road matchup. Tough game to win at Humphrey Coliseum. But the opportunity's there. The opportunity's there to make history in a way and maybe set the stage. Again, keep momentum going and capture lightning in a bottle. And if you win tonight, who knows? Who knows what could happen down the road? Who knows? Let's see. Connor Lee says, just curious, how much say do you have in the design? Is it all you, or do you have some guys who you give an idea and let them run with it? Connor, a lot of it's me. I mean, I literally told my guy, hey, do like a baseball like jersey with like the bat underneath. I mean, he basically did exactly what I said. So, yeah, all the merch you see, or about 99% of it, is, I mean, I go to my guy with the idea, and he makes the design. My guy, Noah, man, he crushes the merch. I mean, he's been a game changer for my business. So, crushes the merch. Yeah, really, really cool stuff. Tommy Wallace, could tonight's game be the pendulum game to making the NCAA tournament? It could. Like I just mentioned. The last time you started 4-0 in SEC play was 2016 to 2017, and you went to the Final Four that year. So it's no guarantee, but again, history says you win this one, sky's the limit. So, hey, I said a couple weeks ago the program was dead. I said that Frank Martin needed to walk. I said that we needed a change, barring a major turnaround. Was it maybe those comments that have sparked this play? Was it maybe those comments that have helped this team feel like, you know what, backs against the wall, we have to play good basketball. We got to win. Have to win. I don't know. Travi, not to be negative, but this team doesn't seem like the Final Four team at all. We didn't turn the ball over like this. And Travi, I'm not trying to insinuate you win tonight, you're going to the Final Four. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying in regards to the tournament. The last time you won 4 in a row or more, good things happen. That's all I'm saying. So history says you win 4 in a row or more. I mean, there's only been one other time, and you went to the Final Four. So at least maybe you could make the tournament. At least maybe you could do that. Brian Dean, Chris, who's the game one pitcher? It is Will Sanders, big old right-handed pitcher out of the state of Georgia, throwing 96, 97 miles an hour, pumping cheese. So we are in good hands, my friend. We are in very, very good hands when it comes to our game one guy. I promise you. I promise you. Let's see. Again, guys, if you are commenting on YouTube, we are not seeing it. We are not seeing it. So if you want your comments seen, you want your comments heard, go to Facebook. Go to Facebook. We will take all your questions, your comments, everything else from there. Yeah, PJ Dozier was awesome. He was incredible. He was incredible. Yep, he was incredible. So, in case you missed it, though, guys, I have not dropped the graphic yet, but I do have Mississippi State getting the win tonight. I got the Dogs 76 to 66, beating the Gamecocks. So, Brian Dean says Stevie and Reese go off tonight. Would love to see it. Would love to see it, man. I mean, certainly. Hey, I mean, here's the beautiful thing. Here's the beautiful thing. And you see it in sport, right? Especially like in baseball and basketball because they play so many games and they're so back-to-back. And I don't know that you see this quite as much in football. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. But when teams get hot, you know what I mean? When teams get hot and they start to believe in one another and they feel like they can't lose, doesn't really matter what the predictions are. It doesn't really matter what somebody like yours truly says or what Vegas says or what national projections and predictions say. As long as those guys in that locker room believe and they stay hot, I mean, anything can happen. And we see it in March Madness all of the time. So, anything can happen. Here's something I didn't know, by the way. I don't think they do it for every single game. But collegefootballnews.com actually drops basketball predictions. I don't think they do it for every single game because I don't see South Carolina on here. But they do drop some. So maybe one of these days we will have a prediction drop there. You guys know I love the predictions there. Hopefully the big brain's working. Yeah. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it is. Tommy Wallace is a fan. This basketball team is hard to watch. Fun to win away, though. They don't quit on Frank. You just long for the team to show up and play close to a complete game that feels they are capable of. Can they? That's a great question. And again, this team will not quit. I feel confident in saying this team will not quit. This team will not quit. So, this team will not quit. This team will continue to fight, scratch, and claw. Will it be enough? That's the question. CJ Curry. Yeah, so it's Burgey, B-U-R-G-Y. That's the promo code, Burgey. Yeah, promo code is going to be Burgey. John Kruger says, I need to see more from this team than just beating bad teams in Vandy and Georgia. I don't disagree, John. Listen, I want to make it very clear. I picked Mississippi State to win. I'm not crowning this team yet. I'm not crowning them at all. I'm giving credit where credit's due in the sense of, you know what? You could have folded like a cheap tent, and instead of the last week and a half or so, you played better basketball. You took care of your business when you had to. So, hey, give credit where credit's due. But I'm not crowning this team for beating, you have 4 SEC wins. You can look at the glass half full, glass half empty. And I think it's healthy to see it from both sides, right? On one hand, you're 4-4. You're 500 in SEC play going into February. Everything's still on the table for you. Making the tournament still a realistic possibility. On the other hand, you're 4-4, and 3 of your 4 wins are against Georgia and Vanderbilt, who are the worst teams basically in the conference. So, who is this team really? Again, the A&M win was a quality win, but are they on a slide? Was that really as good a win as we think it was? We're going to find out very soon. We're going to find out in February just what we are. So I'm not crowning this team yet by any stretch. And it could go south. It still could go south. It really could. as the competition stiffens up, it could prove to be too much. And like I've been telling you, like I've said, you've been cheating death. You have. Getting down in the first half, being down at halftime, and relying on these unprecedented runs in the second half and your opponent going cold. That's not going to work forever. But momentum's a fickle mistress. And when you get positive momentum on your side, you ride it for as long as you can. When you catch wind of a winning streak, catch wind of a hot streak, you ride it as long as you can. So maybe, just maybe, we got a little bit more magic left in us. Maybe, just maybe, we can catch lightning in a bottle in February, and we can look up at the end of this month and all of a sudden say, you know what, we're on the bubble. At least we're on the bubble. But I'm certainly not crowning this team yet by any stretch. We've got a long way to go, and we got to prove that we can beat some really high-caliber teams, because we're going to play some really high-caliber teams this month. Let's see, Travis. I'm a little surprised Vandy's this bad in basketball. They're usually better, you would think, with Stackhouse. Yeah, I'll tell you this. I'm surprised both Vandy and Georgia are both bad, or as bad as they are, because Crean's a good coach at Georgia, and then Vandy, like you said, yeah, they're normally pretty decent in basketball, and they've just been terrible. So I don't know. Rick Foreman, thoughts on baseball being picked anywhere from 4th to 5th in the East? I don't love it. I think we're being slept on. I think a lot of it has to do, though, we've got a lot of question marks. We've got a lot of question marks to answer. The SEC's really, really good. And I think a lot of it, too, guys, is this. Like D1Baseball.com, I just had Aaron Fitt on. Those guys do a fantastic job. They do. They do a great job. I think a lot of it, though, has to do with that, like the perception of teams. You're going to get more benefit of the doubt if you've been to Omaha recently, right? And we haven't been in basically a decade, right? We haven't been to Omaha. Okay? So one trip back, and it's like, oh, South Carolina baseball's back. South Carolina baseball's back. We're going to get the benefit of the doubt. Like Gamecocks baseball is back to that level. Why? I don't know what D1Baseball.com sees in Georgia. I really don't. You took 2 out of 3 from those guys last year in Athens. I don't know what they really like about the Dogs all that much. Vandy's still Vandy. They got a lot of questions, though, losing Rocker and Leiter. I mean, they picked Florida to finish second. We swept Florida last year. We swept them. They got good players, don't get me wrong, but we swept them, right? Tennessee lost a lot from last year. They were obviously very, very good. So who knows, man? Who knows? But I'll tell you this. You want respect, go earn it. Go win games. Go win 40 games this year. Go 17-13 in league play. I promise you will earn respect. Because guess what, guys? You win 40 games or more this year. You win 17 games in conference play or more. And then 2023, you come back with Sanders, Bosnick leading your 1-2. I promise you'll be a top 15 team. There's just no question. There's no question. So, when people are making predictions and they're making projections and rankings, it's all about known commodities. Known commodities. And, we don't have quite as many known commodities as some others. But I just think comparing last year's team and this year's team, I look at each individual position. Where have we upgraded? Are we the same, better, or worse than we were a year ago? And I just think you'd be hard-pressed to see many positions where we've downgraded. I mean, catcher, we've still got Burgey, and I think he'll get better. First base, we've exponentially upgraded. Second base, it's either going to be Wimmer, who's a fantastic player, or it's going to be Jack Mahoney. Hey, that's a big question mark. Can he swing it consistently enough weekend in, weekend out in the SEC? But I am excited for him. Shortstop, upgraded. Third base, definitely upgraded. And I think your outfield right now is, I won't even give a projected starting outfield, but you guys who are going to play in the outfield. Seitler was good for you last year. Eister's going to be one of your glue guys, as I mentioned. Wimmer's either going to play second, center field, or DH, right? Thad Ector, question mark, but high upside as a freshman, okay? So I think you're talking about guys last year. I could pull up the stats. I mean, your infield, you went around, it was like 240. Wimmer hit like 250, 190, and like 180. I mean, how could you not be better swinging it? big questions in the bullpen, right? Big questions in the bullpen. Who's going to fill the roles of a Danny Lloyd, a Peters, a Brett Carey, right? I understand that, but I think we have enough arms to piece it together. I really do. It's not like we got a bunch of scrubs we're rolling out there with. We got dudes. We got dudes. So I'm excited to see how it plays out. Very excited to see how it plays out. I definitely think this team is being slept on. I think this team is going to shock some people. I think this team's really going to surprise me. That's not just me saying it. That's people within Gamecocks baseball that you all know very well who believe in this team. And, hey, baseball is a game of inches, right? It could go one way or the other. I'm not sitting here guaranteeing you we're going to Omaha, but I don't understand a lot of the fans, the doom and gloom of, oh my God, we're just terrible. I don't see that. I think I think Mark Kingston, give credit where credit's due. I think Mark Kingston, hey, we couldn't hit last year, not consistently enough. They completely revamped the entire coaching staff. They went out and got a new hitting coach. They got a new hitting philosophy. They attacked the transfer portal and got guys to help them. So, what more do you want? They did it's not like they're just bringing back the same 9 saying, well, hopefully we swing it better. No, I think they took action. They took action. So we'll see if it pays off. 843-790-337. So, guys, one final break here on this Tuesday, but I want to continue to hear from you more, your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. Final 10 minutes or so here on the Daily Crow. Want to hear from you. Questions, comments, calls, and more. Let's see. Lance says, if they finish top 4 in the SEC, you deserve the thank you for lighting that fire under their ass. Indeed, Lance. I agree with you, actually. I agree. I will take all credit you want to give me. Travis says, what was our team batting average last year? 246. Do you think realistically we get that average up to 270 or better at the plate? I think we could. Yeah, I think we could. I mean, again, man, you got to think. I loved covering guys like David Mindham, George Khalil. I mean, they were our guys, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to just improve. I mean, we're going to improve drastically at those positions. I mean, you're talking about a pair of dudes that hit 240 and 190. So, you know, so yeah, 270, I think that's a good goal, Trevi. I think that's a really good goal to strive for. 270, 275, something like that. And you hit 220 in SEC play. You can get 250 in SEC play, man. Hit 250. That's not even that good, but 250, you can get 250. You're doing okay. Giving yourself a chance. So I think hitting 270 overall as a team, though, I think is very realistic. I do. I think it's realistic. Let's see. Again, guys, quick reminder, the podcast did drop this morning. Got a busy, busy week, man. Content bleeding out the eyeballs. Content bleeding out the eyeballs here on this Tuesday. And I tell you what, guys, because there's like, I think you'd be hard pressed. You'd be hard pressed to find a collegiate team, a university that has as many great Gamecocks content creators, or as many great content creators, I should say, as the Gamecocks do. And the real winner are you guys, the fans. Because I'll tell you what, guys, and I'm happy for all those who have successes. Hey, your light doesn't shine any brighter if you try to dim someone else's. So we're all human beings. We're all in the same race together. We should be encouraging one another and uplifting, and I 110% believe that. But I am a competitive asshole. That's a fact. I'm a competitive asshole. It's a great way to label me. So you want to know why I put out so much content? One of the reasons why we keep pushing, why we keep trucking, why we keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and better. Number one, I want to get the most out of myself, be the best version of myself I can be, but I'm a competitive asshole, bro. I'm a competitive asshole. And it's fun. I think you see like different outlets and entities bump, kind of bounce off each other. And I mean, hey, we're all somewhat in competition. Healthy competition's a great thing. So I love it, man. I love it. And again, I'm not singling out any certain. I'm just. This is something I've thought for a while. But I'm a competitive asshole. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Parker White goes on Gamecock Central. I'm like, I'm getting Parker White on the show. I don't really give a damn. So Spencer Rattler goes on some pod. I'm like, we're getting Spencer Rattler on the show. Bottom line. So I love it. The real winners are Gamecock fans. The real winners are Gamecock fans because again, it makes everyone. See, I think that's what people have to realize is. Every single entity is valuable because it comes from different angles, but every single entity keeps everyone on their toes, which is a beautiful thing. Everybody's got to stay on their toes. Everybody's got to be sharp. Everybody's got to be on their game, which is great. Again, it's great for you guys. It makes us all accountable. It makes us make sure we are giving you the best possible versions of ourselves. It makes us make sure that we are putting the most immense amount of value out in the universe as we possibly can. So that's my goal each and every single day. And again, that's why I say content bleeding out the eyeballs. I absolutely love it. I love it. I love this time of year. I love when the sports overlap. We got baseball. We got basketball. We got recruiting. We got spring football upcoming. We got women's basketball. We got softball about to start. We got people asking about freaking tennis, man. So I love it. I love it. I'm in a constant creative space, and that's the space I love to be in, truly. So I appreciate y'all, man. I love and support. Without you guys, TSUS wouldn't be what it is. We wouldn't be able to do what we're doing. We wouldn't be able to, it wouldn't be, TSUS would not be what it is and what it's becoming. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys know that I lead with gratitude. I'm going to continue to do that. That's the only way I know how to operate, and I like to stay in a constant state of service and gratitude. And so, again, thank you all for tuning in each and every single day, whether it's one person tuned in or 1,000 people tuned in. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. So, and you know what? The people that don't like me, thank you as well, because you just honestly fuel me and keep us going and keep driving me. So thank you. Thank you for that. Truly, truly. Truly. But again, excited for tonight's game. Huge game. Huge game at Mississippi State. And I know we're all excited. We're all fired up. We're all fired up for what's at stake tonight at Mississippi State. The Hump. We've had some struggles there. Tough place to play. I think they're like 11-1 or 12-1 at home this season. So they're very good there. But we're hot. Hey, we're hot. And when you get on a winning streak, you get on a hot streak, you ride that thing out as much as you possibly can. Rakeem Sprinkle says, am I the only one waiting for our media team to drop some winter workout footage? Rakeem, I'm just waiting on us. I'm waiting on that Spencer Rattler in a jersey pick to drop. Spencer Rattler in a Gamecocks helmet pick to drop. Truly. I think we all are at this point. But, yeah, I mean, exciting times. I mean, really, truly exciting times in Gamecock Nation, man. Everyone's benefiting from it, right? Things are much more fun. We're winning, and when there's positivity and positive momentum and all that good stuff. And again, I truly appreciate each and every single one of you, like I said, man, for supporting and tuning in. It's incredible what we're doing right now with business and merchandise and the podcast, the Daily Crow, the content, social media, everything we're doing, watch parties, events, whatever. Without you guys, none of it will be possible, truly. And that's why I always say we, because it's not just me. We got other contributors, yes, but it's also you guys. Without you, TSUS is not what it is. So thank you. So, great Tuesday to have a Tuesday, man. The first day of February. January did fly by, but I don't know. I feel like a lot happened in January. So at the beginning of every new month is new opportunity and new events and new goals and new expectations, and very excited, man, to have a really successful. By the way, I want to say that again. Thank you all. It was actually. I need to highlight this. It was a record-setting January, specifically January, for the Spurs Up Show when it comes to the podcast. A record-setting January. Let me get this pulled up here, and I will tell you what I mean by this. Let's see. Where are you at? Why are you not pulling up analytics? Anyways, last year in January, once I get the official numbers, guys, it'll be released for each and every single one of you. But last January, I think we had like 33,000 downloads or something like that. This January, we surpassed that by a ton. We hit right around 42,000. So appreciate you all, man. Appreciate it. Season's over. Doesn't matter, man. We're still rocking, still rolling. John Kruger says, is it crazy that both quarterbacks that Rattler and Williams at Oklahoma had last season, they both aren't there? Well, I mean, when you have a coaching change, when one guy loses his job and the other one, you have a coaching change at that school, I mean, it's not totally shocking. It is crazy, right? It is crazy. A lot has happened with them, but, when you have that type of coaching change and that type of stuff happen, 41.2 thousand. That's where we finished. 41.2 thousand is where we finished for the month of January. Just to give you guys perspective, last January we were at 30,000. So, I mean, trending up indeed, my friend. Trending up indeed. Appreciate y'all. Let's see. Again, guys, quick reminder, check out the podcast that dropped this morning. Tomorrow night, we're live at Tin Roof, 5 to 7. Also, we're going to be at Pinch, giving away a TSUS swag bag for the winner of bingo. Be sure to come out to Pinch for bingo. Scrimmage on Thursday. Women's basketball as well. Tons of stuff going on this week. And stay tuned. Might be going on the road this weekend for a watch party. We're rocking and rolling, man. Content bleeding out the freaking eyeballs. Folks, thank you all so much, man, for rolling with the punches, tuning in. Stay tuned to all the content. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Go Cox, beat Mississippi State, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.